Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lakwe Shweto. Now, it may come as a surprise to some of you watching this video that it's not just men who have a fear of commitment. Some women, perhaps it's even many women, have a fear of commitment as well. Whether it appears in men or women, the fear of commitment is an obstacle in helping you find the right relationship for you. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you may know that I'm a relationship coach for single women over the age of 30. So my tips in this video are targeted at women. However, if you are a guy who has a fear of commitment, you might find some of these tips useful. So keep watching this video as well. As a woman, you might have been saying for ages that you want to get married or that you want to be in a serious relationship, and you're wondering why it hasn't happened yet. A fear of commitment might be the reason behind that. If you want to know how you can turn your fear of commitment around, or if you want to know even if you have a fear of commitment at all, then you should watch this video because it has the answers that you are looking for. The fear of commitment, not wanting to give yourself fully to one relationship or one person, is something that happens in both men and women. Some women have a fear of commitment and not even realize it. A fear of commitment can arise from various causes. It could be that your parents had a terrible relationship and you don't want to repeat that in your life, so you're afraid of getting into relationships. It could be that your parents divorced, so you feel like marriages always end in divorce, so what's the point of getting married? Or it could be that you've had your heart broken several times before and you're so done with love. You have developed a fear of commitment. You've developed a fear of relationships. A fear of commitment can come from any other reason apart from these ones I've just given, but the ones I've just given are some of the most common ones. As I said before, a fear of commitment could stop you from being in the right relationship. So you might be saying that you want to be in a good relationship or you want to get married, but you keep doing things that stop you from doing that, and that is because you have a fear of commitment. As a result of your fear of commitment, you keep attracting the wrong kind of guys, players and men who are generally bad for you. Or whenever you get into a good relationship, you somehow find a way to sabotage it. All of these are symptoms and effects of a fear of commitment. In order to turn your fear of commitment around, you have to first of all admit that you have that fear. You have to admit that you have a fear of relationships. You have a fear of commitment. Once you've said that out loud to yourself, you don't have to say it to anybody else, then you can start doing something about it if that is what you want. Here are some tips that will help. 1. Realize that relationships are not hereditary. The fact that your parents had a bad relationship does not mean that you will have a bad relationship as well. Yes, it is probably true that many people recreate the relationships in their lives that their parents had, but it does not mean that every single person does that. And if you are aware of this fact, then you can fight against it. So you can decide that you are not going to have the same sort of relationship that your parents had, and you can work towards it. The thing is to realize that you have to work towards it. You can't just hope that you're going to have a better relationship than your parents did. It is something that you have to be aware of, and it's something that you have to keep working towards. 2, change your mindset so that you start attracting better men. One way that you can do that is to watch my video, How to Attract the Right Guy in 3 Easy Steps. You can download that video by going to www.bit.com/ARTG3. I'll put the link to that in the description box below. Watch that video and you'll find out 3 easy steps to help you attract better men. Finally, stay positive, stay optimistic, and don't give up. Know that if you are determined to stop having a fear of relationships or to stop having a fear of commitment, you can do it. You have to decide that that is what you want, and if you keep working at it, you will achieve your goal. Those are my tips on how to handle your fear of commitment. If you want more tips on love and relationships from me, follow me on Instagram. Remember to download my video on how to attract the right guy for you in 3 easy steps by going to www.bit.com/ART3G. Once again, the link to that will be in the description box below. I wish you love and strength. Mwah.